What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius news video, and today we got the news in. We have some new arena upgrades. Final Fantasy 3 step-up banner was something a little bit weird on it, and we also have some news on some trials coming out this month thanks to the official FFBE video. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we got the news before maintenance this week. Now I know a lot of you out there really wanted it to be on a Tuesday altogether or a Wednesday altogether. We can hope for that, but for me, as long as I get it before the patch hits, I'm happy about it, alright? So we got the news all in here today. Hopefully there's not something they sneak in at the end, but let's get into what they actually talked about. So the actual event that's coming out this Friday, and then the banner is going to be the Final Fantasy 3 new banner for Final Fantasy 3 and a new King Mog event, alright? And the units we have on this banner, I'm going to be honest, flat out are not that great. They do have some global buffs coming to them, but in the end, they're damage-dealing units before Axstar comes out, and even before that, even if you don't even compare to Axstar, who should be within the next month or whatever, they still weren't that great anyway. So it's going to take a lot for them to be great or worth it to pull on, okay, before we get into it. So looking at the step-up banner, we have something new kind of going on here, right? So you can see step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we did get to see the return of the 9+2 or 8+3 with the rainbows being guaranteed and having a couple more of the 4-star being guaranteed, which is good for us because every time a rainbow comes down, it's a 5% chance as opposed to a 3% chance. That's when the yellow comes out. If I said rainbow, I'm sorry. Yellow crystal comes down. That's 5% if it's guaranteed as opposed to a 3%. So a 2% upgrade, which is great. But we can see something else a little bit different going on here. We can see this thing called a 5-star guaranteed 30% feature ticket. That's a little bit different than we've seen in the game before, right? Essentially what this does is if you get 4 of them, and from what we understand, you can only get them on the step-up banner, you can take those 4, do a special summon, and you're going to get a guaranteed rainbow out of it. So you have to get 4 of them. Again, each step-up only gives you 3, so after you do 4 of the step-up, which is what the limited number it is available, you get 12 of these tickets. You get a guaranteed rainbow, and you have a 30% chance of that rainbow being either Luneth or the new Refia, either one of the 2 new units. Now, this is great going forward because it just gives you more on step-ups, right? We always are complaining we want more value, we want more of a chance to get these 7-star units, so it's great to see these on non-limited banners. Now, on the limited banners, we are hoping for the end of this month or the next month Xenogears comes, that we get the limited time UOC tickets, where essentially you do a summon, you get up enough of those, you can go and just spin and pick out the unit you want. This, on the other hand, is more of a, hey, you get 30% chance you get a free guaranteed rainbow, and then a 30% chance of being on banner. It's cool. What's not cool is kind of forcing you to do 30K or a step up plus 1 step to get all the tickets. Not really a fan of that. And even with these tickets being on this banner, they may only show their faces on banners that are really bad, trying to entice people to pull. So we don't know much about these tickets. Another thing about these tickets, we'll look at the news in a minute that they cover on them. I don't know if they're only usable on Refia and Luneth, so hopefully they kind of become more clear with that. They're kind of clear with it, but I'm unsure if you can save these maybe for another banner that comes back with them, and then you can use these tickets with that banner. So hopefully we get some news on that. But I'm going to say 90 to 80% sure you can only use them on this banner for now, and saving them would actually screw you over. So I would definitely be using them on this banner if you do. Hopefully they bring them back for future banners. So it's a cool idea. But again, for this banner, it's a negatory on pulling for me. I'm going to be using some tickets this Friday night when I stream just to get some King Mog percentage ups, go for the lower units, maybe get lucky enough to get a 5-star base. But the banner's not that great. But let's go over it for a minute. We have Onion Knight Refia, which I think looks amazing. We were talking about it on my Twitch chat. This is like Mama Refia. Like, if you didn't come home from school on time or you got suspended, Mama Refia is going to go grab 2 switches and she's going to beat your ass with them. So, going to be a damage dealer. Looking at the Super Trust Mastery, it's Onion Blade. It's an attack 160. You have a 30% chance to inflict poison, blind, silence, and confuse. And then it also enables Master Onion Knight, which gives you attack, defense, magic, and spirit plus 30%. This is a pretty good STMR, strictly speaking, because in a lot of the true dual wield meta, maybe you want to have a sword in your offhand. Now, you probably want to have an element in the other one. This one doesn't have an element. But this is going to give you a big attack stat, and it's going to give you 30% to all of your stats, which is great. So the STMR is pretty good. Moving on down to the Trust Mastery reward is Blacksmith's Daughter. boost attack by 50% when equipped with a sword, and boost LB gauge fill rate. So not a bad TMR either. Like, you know what I mean? A solid attack 50% up with LB fill rate up. That would be good on a lot of units on their own. So that's pretty great. Again, talking about Onion Knight Refia or Dark Knight Luneth, I am going to have a banner review, talk about the units, what they can do. But again, they're damage dealing units. This banner's actually been delayed quite a bit. It should have been out a while ago. And their damage just really isn't up there. So we're going to have to see what those global exclusive upgrades are. But I don't think they're ever going to make them strong enough unless they're your favorite units to be super viable for you to be spending your hard-earned lapis on, okay? So next up is Dark Knight Luneth. Going to be like a Dark Knight version of Luneth here. Super Trust Mastery reward, Mora Kumo. That is going to be a katana with 168 attack, dark element attached to it, and gives you kind of a dark blade ability, consume your own HP, do AoE. Very bad STMR in my opinion. For one, Dark Element, again, I don't want to be so against Dark Element, but it appears time and time again, enemies love to be resist to it. I don't even know why. It's not even like Dark Element is huge. It's never been meta, but it's always kind of pushes away from doing that. And Dark Imperils are not super hard to find, but they're not as common as other Imperils. Then also you know, there are other better katanas. You got to get 4 of them. You don't even want one of them really. I mean, you want one for the TMR, but that's pretty much it. So not something you'd be chasing after too much. And the next up is the Trust Master Reward, which is actually very good and boosted from the JP counterpart. Dark Knight's Knowledge, boost attack by 30%, was not on the JP version, so that's a buff for the global. And then boost attack when single wielding is equipped in both hands, so true double hand is on there, along with a demon killer for physical attack. So very good TMR. That's why I'm using my tickets. I want this TMR for future encounters, and also I want King Mog currency up, so that's what I'm going to be going for with him. But as a unit, not that great. Moving on down, we do have a couple of 4-star base, and we have a 4-star base and a 3-star on the banner to help us with King Mog. One of them being Doga. We have a Trust Master Reward, Doga's Rod. Attack 8, Magic 103, enables Doga's protection, boosts fire resist by 20%. So, you know, not the highest magic stat, obviously, but with the fire resistance there, it could help you when trying to reach those caps and those resistances when you need to put fire up. So I could see a use for that. You know, kind of niche, but kind of useful as well, without having to sacrifice too much of a magic stat, right? Moving on down, we have Uni, which I think I'm saying that right. Uni, going to be 3-star base going up to 5-star. We have Uni Staff, Attack 6, Magic 75, Spirit 92. Not too crazy about this item in particular, but I do love the way they both look. And possibly in the future, when 3 or 4-star, you know, battles come out, maybe they'll see their time to battle. But for now, we're looking over them a little bit too much. They're not ready to be used, all right? Moving on down through what is available the rest of this week, we have Cave of Shadows, which is going to be the King Mog event, which means we get a 5-star select summon ticket. So make sure you guys are in there farming for that. We do actually have a couple of items in the King Mog event, and we have a big change in the King Mog event that I don't even think has happened to JP yet. So we're going to be looking into this. Lust Dagger, Final Fantasy 3, Attack 68, boost LB gauge fill rate. I do believe it's 50%. And what I'm being told, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, I'm being told this, we can put High Tide on it. It will stack up, and that way you can have a lot of LB gauge fill rate, so you can use it and be really happy about it. So I'll definitely be getting that dagger. Also, I don't mind Kotetsu, which is going to be a katana, 105 attack with a dark element. Now again, I was just dissing dark element, but to get an attack 105 katana from a King Mog, easy to obtain, dark elemental in your back pocket just in case you need to bring that out, very great. Put it in your arsenal, get ready to use it. This is the change I'm referring to, and again, don't quote me on this, but I do believe JP has yet to get this change, so it's a great change for global. I know a lot of you are like, why are you comparing to JP? Please stop doing that. Sometimes people just love to hear it. They want to hear that global is getting a little bit better than JP, and I want to acknowledge that when it happens, okay? So you can exchange other items such as guaranteed 5-star special summon ticket, which it's coming back again. We'll talk about that. And then a 4-star guaranteed tickets. And also, we're changing the 3-star mini burst pots to 4-star burst pots. That's a pretty good change, actually. That's going to help you guys out with getting those LBs up. So I guess they've noticed a problem in us needing more of these pots. They're giving us a way to get them. So good change there. Moving on down, remember to get the 5-star select summon ticket like we talked about. And we are bringing back the guaranteed 5-star special summon ticket, meaning you got to go farm for this, get it, and you must summon on it before the banner goes out. But it is going to give you a 5-star rainbow guaranteed. So it's like just getting an EX 5-star ticket you get in here and you can use on a special banner, and you got to use it before it runs away. So looking over at the units, it doesn't appear that no. So only the units on this banner are going to be usable. No, they're Final Fantasy 3. Wish you would have thrown a little bit of them on there to help people out. But again, this banner isn't well received, so I understand why they didn't do it. They're trying to make sales. So whatever there. Scrolling on down, what do we have here? Oh, yeah, this one. The Final Fantasy III free daily summon. So this isn't going to be your daily summon like you normally get, I don't think. This is going to be its own separate summon. You guys are going to get a Trust Moogle that I think is either going to go for, yes, it's a 5-star Moogle that'll either be for Onion Knight Refia or Dark Knight Luneth. So if you end up getting them, this is the way you can get that. And then you also get either a King Mini Metaltoire. I'm not even saying that right. King Metal Minitoire, yes. Or 200 Lapis. So you're going to get one of those two as well. Freebies, I'll take them. I'll eat them up any day of the week. Give me more experience. That's awesome. Give me some Lapis. We were talking about what we think the percentage on getting 200 Lapis is. I said 5%. Everybody else is like less than a rainbow. So we'll see, but that's cool. You guys can get in there. Don't forget to be doing that. Moving over to notices, this is one of the things that were on our list that we're going to be talking about at the end of the month. Not fully, but is a great change. Arena ticket summoning is getting a buff, meaning that it makes Arena actually worth to do again. For a lot of people, it was worth. For me, I didn't really like Arena. It wasn't that worth. I'm going to be doing Arena more often now because they're making the summoning tickets worth it, right? So the units items listed below will be available in the summon of the Arena summon, so it's going to be great. 7 types of King Pots. That's right. You can now use summon tickets to get King Pots in the Arena, which is going to be good. Trust Moogle, all 1%, so you get some 1% Moogles. I'm not a fan of those, but people really need them out there. King Metal Mini-Tours, there you go, get some more XP. Gil Snapper Family, some more Gil for you. And Energy Restore 10 pots, so you guys can start getting those as well to use in the battle. Another great thing about the changes is removing all of these, worse off items we have a lot of in the game, from the summoning pool, making your odds of getting these much higher, right? Getting the better stuff much higher. This is a great change. Good job for bringing that out to us. We really needed that. This is an article talking about, or this news part, is just discussing what the 5-star guaranteed 30% feature is. Again, you need 4 of them. You have a higher chance to get Onion Knight Refia or Dark Knight Luneth. That's going to be a 30% chance. I think normally on Banner, it's a 33% chance to get one of those two. And this is only a 30%, but this is guaranteed you to have Rainbow. To be able to even unlock the 33% chance to be on Banner, you would have to get a Rainbow to come down. So this increases your chance, and it's just extra if you end up spinning on a summoning Banner. The one thing, again, it gives us a summon period that we need to use the tickets, right? From Friday the 3 to 8th to Friday 3/29. But what I'd like to see, tickets can be acquired through the Final Fantasy 3 Step Up. I'd like this, it just sounds really generic, right? Like, 5-star guaranteed, 30% featured ticket summon. Now, maybe this is the same thing as that special summon we get from from the King Mog, that you can get any 5-star, but you must summon during that time. I don't think you're going to be able to save him. Again, there's like a 10% holdout. I'm hoping you can save him, maybe use him on another banner. However, don't think you're going to be able to do it, but I think it's pretty cool they're implementing it. So my thoughts on it, pretty cool, pretty scummy to make you have to do an extra step to get 4 of them. That's all I'm saying. Just put all 4 on the step up. What does it hurt? You only have a 30% chance anyway. Like, give the people what they want. Moving on down, we do have ability awakenings. Now, I'm going to make a video entirely on this once we get the stats out. Beatrix, Aiko, Sedona, and Steiner. Mostly going to talk about Beatrix and Aiko here. Aiko did get some, or Aiko, excuse me, it's Aiko, it's not Aiko. Aiko. Did get some, first off, her enhancements make her even better. I've always been a fan of Aiko. Summoners have a good place in my heart anyway, and Aiko could actually get the job done. And she's going to be even better. Every turn with these enhancements, if you enhance the ability, certain abilities, she's going to put up that Esper fill rate, or Esper gauge up. So, like, in your turn, Esper gauge is going up, period. That's what's happening. She gets buffs to her cures. She gets stats up. She gets, her abilities get buffed up, man. Aiko just becomes more of that white mage support summoning unit that you want. And again, I can't state this enough. Their LB is really great for summoning. On top of every turn the Esper gauge is going up, Aiko is going to be a great support, and we get some more stats, global exclusive stats, I do believe, with her. Beatrix got some huge changes. Now, I do want to put an asterisk here. In the update video with Alex, he did state that Beatrix will be getting a change in her chaining family from that weird one that she had that you couldn't really chain with, to AT chaining frames, or Absolute Mirror of Equity chaining frames, which is huge. A lot of the good units have that now. It makes her that much more powerful. Now, we've been duped before by misinformation coming out, and people like Atoning Dragoon, Kane really didn't get the exact thing they said he would get. So more or less, I want to wait and see it in the game before I announce that that's happening. But she gets other changes enhanced to her Clear Mind ability. What's exactly is it called? It's down here somewhere. Sword of the Clear Mind, which you guys had to use. It's a CD ability, which you guys had to use to be able to unlock, another ability a little bit stronger. Some of her abilities help with keeping her abilities unlocked as they go. And she gets much bigger breaks, right? She gets much bigger breaks when it comes. Again, I'll talk all this in another video, specifically talking about these two and what I think you should enhance. But my overall, Beatrix is getting much, much better, but without W cast or even triple cast. Even with the AT chaining, she falls kind of short into being this like mid-tier breaker, damage dealer that really isn't going to, like, she needs to be true dual wield, honestly, because she can't W cast with a true double hand, even though they give her true double hand passives. It's a really weird unit, and like, to unlock her best ones, you have to use her clear the state, sort of this clear mine or whatever, and then you can use her best ability, and just, for me, she's just too much grit. But I know you guys like Beatrice out there, and this really made her much, much, much more usable if you really just want to push your limits and use her there. So that's going to be great. And another thing I want to point out is issue reports have been up. Issue reports have been popping out all over the place, which means better communication. So good job to you guys, the community, for letting them know about this bugs. I've been doing my best to get those bug reports out there, and this is the kind of communication that we want. You guys can go over the issue reports if you would like, but so far, just this week, we've had 1, 2, with the issue report being updated, I'm going to count it as 3, and then we have our maintenance, which is 4. That's a lot of communication, and I love it. They immediately addressed this, the Star Quartz bug. Then they noticed that it was still messed up. We noticed that on stream, so they're going back and working on that, which is great. You guys can read through the issue reports as you need. Maintenance is happening tonight. That's pretty much everything going on in FFBE that I wanted to discuss. As far as what's in the news here. So great job, keep the communication rolling, we like that. A lot of good changes coming, which is great. We have this whole month to work out for, but if you didn't check out the official FFBE video, you probably should. They did talk about two trials we're getting, one of them being Gilgamesh Kai. Pooh, man, people say it's hard. It's not as hard as 7-star trials get later on, but it is going to be pretty tough, so it's going to put us to the test. And they also were releasing the last Chamber of Arms boss, which is going to be, it kind of forms up in the center. You know how you have all those on the outside, one comes up in the center. That's coming this month as well. And guess what? That's 2 of the trials that we were looking for every month. We want at least 2, sometimes 3. You know what I mean? We're getting greedy with the 3, but hey, it would be awesome. So that's coming. So guys, things are looking up a little bit. Hey, don't put down your weapons yet. Don't put down your flaming sticks yet. You know, we want to see how this keeps going for at least the end of the month, going into next month, maybe even 3 months before we decide, hey, everything's going smoothly. But I do like the way things are going, and I'm going to be positive, as you guys know I am. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're pulling on this banner, because again, I'm only doing tickets for King Mog. And then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys in the next video.